One of the biggest differentiators I see between winners in business and losers in business is the amount of time spent crafting their skill. And I still struggle with this too. If I implement something new, I'm like, oh, this is great. I'm just gonna start doing it. And I don't practice it nearly enough as I need to deliver it really, really, really well to my clients, my team, or my family sometimes. So let's talk about the number one, this marker is bad. The number one success tool. And at its core, it is called practice. But even deeper than that, we need to go into why we practice and what we're supposed to be practicing. So first and foremost, we need to feel it. So today, I had an example. I was doing some role playing with one of my reps, and we got to the company credentials where we go over these, all right, our core values. We don't lie, we do what's right, and we give bigly. And he couldn't have cared less as he was explaining this to me. And I was like, dude, I literally feel like you are being the biggest snake oil salesman ever. Like, not only do you not care about this, but I'm supposed to believe you that this is important and this is what the company stands on? Like, not a chance. Like, this is just, you're just saying it. And he's like, well, dude, like it's not really important to me. It's important to you, but it's not important to me. And I was like, bro, we got to figure this thing out. And so we spent a ton of time like digging into why it's important. Then it transitions into the nonprofits, and a portion of every dollar goes to fighting human trafficking at our company. He's like, I've never dealt with that. Like, it's not important to me. So it's like, all right, no wonder you're swinging and missing more than you're winning on these estimates, because you're just showing up and like phoning it in, saying it to these people, but there's no oomph behind it. So I gave him homework of watching some videos on human trafficking and the disgusting business that it actually is. And then I was like, look, dude, if you don't care about the company values, like, you can't be here. Like, that's just it. If it's not important to you, like, I'm not gonna keep investing my time into you. I spent 3 hours with you today going over this. Like, if it's not important to you, you can't be a part of this team. Plain and simple, right? So we dug in and we figured out why it's important to him. And then he went through that part again and he nailed it. It came off way more genuine and way more important to him. So same thing needs to happen to you, whether that be on the gutter guards that you use or the products that you use. Let's just call it the products. Why it's important to you that we use these products on your home, Mrs. Smith, or the warranties that you have, or the insurance that you have, or whatever it is. You need to feel it. If it's in your sales presentation, you better freaking feel it, all right? 2, beyond feeling it, it has to resonate with the customer, all right? So resonate with client. And much like that story I just told you about our company credentials and our nonprofits that we support not resonating with my employee, well, holy smokes. If we're not telling a compelling enough story to get our employees on board, are we telling a compelling enough story to get my clients to resonate with this? Holy smokes, we gotta like dig into this a little bit more and make it happen, make it be more relatable for our clients. So if you feel it, they will feel it, all right? So you can't just kind of like half-ass it, for lack of a better term. You can't just go over it with them. Like, make your employees see you present it to your clients so that they know, okay, this ain't just a show, this is real. You gotta make, like if you're donating nonprofits, make a show of it, right? You gotta get the big checks and do the thing, I guess. Like, as much as I don't wanna be like making a show of me donating to nonprofits, sometimes you have to do that for your team to really get on board and rally behind that, all right? 3, we have to get reps in, okay? Just like Kobe, or just like LeBron, or just like Steph Curry, or pick your favorite player, right? Quarterback, soccer player, whatever it is, They have to get reps in order to be consistent. And if you're not getting the reps in business ownership, you ain't gonna get consistent at it. If you're not getting reps in hiring or firing, if you're not getting reps in practicing your sales presentation, it's not gonna flow well. It's gonna come off clunky and you're gonna sell a heck of a lot less. If you're not putting reps in and doing cameras and doing content creation, it's not gonna flow. It's gonna be clunky and nasty and gross and not fun, all right? So we gotta get our reps in. And what this looks like is presenting to your wife. That might be awkward, but you know what? If it's awkward for her and you, it sure as heck is gonna be awkward for your client. So don't let it be awkward. Like, you practice and practice and practice until it flows well. And truthfully, my wife, I love her to death. She will sharpen me more on these reps than anybody else. My employees, they're afraid to say shit to me. That's it. My wife, she ain't afraid to say something to me. If something comes off as disingenuous, she's gonna let me know, like, oh, that I don't like the way that sounded. You gotta redo that. What? Like, I just prepared a message for last Sunday and I practiced it Sunday morning. And I mean, it took, what was a 45-minute message, took like 2 hours to go through because she kept making me change stuff and make it better, all right? But it turned out great. She's amazing at that. Not only is, like, I could look at that as she's my biggest critic, or I can look at that as she's my biggest fan and wants the best for me and wants this success, all right? So maybe we should just cross all this out and say, number one success tool, get yourself a smoking hot wife who's not afraid to tell you what to do, all right? But that's besides the point. Sam's giggling over here. We gotta get our reps in. Practice with your kids, practice with your spouse, practice with your parents, practice whoever you can, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, whatever, all right? Practice with your friends. Your buddies will bust your balls harder than anybody else, all right? Practice with them. Get the reps in. Right? The only way you will ever achieve actual success is by getting these reps in and focusing on this one and this one. You gotta get the reps in. If you can relay that you feel what you're saying, your customers will then feel it as well. So don't delay it anymore. Y'all, if you are a business owner or if you are in sales, you have the ability to make more money than most professional athletes. Let that sink in. Like, yeah, you might not make Steph Curry or LeBron money. You might not make the Tom Brady money or something like that. There's a lot of money to be made there, right? But they are the greatest, all right? They are making a ton of money because, they have got their darn reps in, all right? They don't play games. They are constantly in the gym. They're constantly in the weight room getting their darn reps in. But you know who's not? Is the 12th string guy on the bench. He ain't putting his reps in. He's focused on the next lay that night, all right? Don't be that dude. You can't just show up on game day, expect minutes, then to put on a show, all right? You can't do it. It ain't gonna work. We're playing at a high level here, and guys like me are getting our reps in, and we're gonna kick your butt every single time. You can't just depend, this isn't high school where you can get by on pure talent. There are people putting the reps in that are gonna crush you and make you look like a little baby, all right? That's it. So get your darn reps in, and you have the ability to make more money than most professional athletes. That's pretty wild. So what's preventing you from doing it? Get after it. Schedule your first reps tonight with your spouse, with your kids, whatever. Don't wait. Schedule those reps. Start practicing. Drop comments. Tag me in videos of you prepping with your kid or getting reps in with your family. I would love nothing more than to see that. We'll see y'all next time.